So you've got that old Google Stadia controller just sitting there, collecting dust, right? You probably think its time is up. But what if I told you its second life is a fantastic, premium Bluetooth gamepad is actually just a few clicks away? All right, let's dive into this rescue mission.
Okay, so maybe you heard the news, you finally dug out your controller, you're all ready to unlock its Bluetooth mode, only to find out that Google's official deadline was way back at the end of 2023. So, does that mean this awesome piece of hardware is now just e-waste? Is it headed for the bin? And if you've tried to do this lately, I bet this screen is painfully familiar. You go to the official Google link that everyone shared and you get this, nothing, a dead end. It is so frustrating, right? It really makes you feel like you totally missed your chance.
Well, I'm here to tell you, don't worry. And please, whatever you do, do not throw that controller away. Because while Google has pulled its official support, an incredible community effort has made sure your controller is far from useless. There is a way, and I'm going to walk you right through it.
But first, to really get the solution, we kind of have to understand the problem. Why was this controller locked in the first place? You know, it wasn't a mistake. It was actually a very, very intentional design choice for the age of cloud gaming. What's so wild about this is that it shows both the genius and the fatal flaw of Stadia's whole design. See, that original Wi-Fi mode connected your controller directly to Google servers, not to your TV or your computer. This gave it ultra-low latency, which was incredible for cloud gaming. But the moment those servers went offline, that Wi-Fi connection had nowhere to go, essentially trapping the controller in a prison of its own design.
And yeah, this timeline basically tells the whole story. Stadia shuts down in early 2023. Google, and to be fair, this was a good move, they released an unlock tool. But then, at the end of 2023, poof, the tool just vanishes, leaving anybody who waited completely in the lurch. And that's pretty much how we got here. But here's the best part of the story. When a big corporation steps away, the community steps up. This is where things take a really cool turn, all thanks to a handful of dedicated developers who just refuse to let millions of perfectly good controllers die.
So, here's the crucial bit. Before Google's tool disappeared forever, some very smart people scraped everything. They saved the essential code and, most importantly, the firmware file itself. There's a little package called bruce_pvt_a_prod signed.bin. Then they hosted working copies of the tool on sites like GitHub for everyone to use. Heroes, right? Now you're probably thinking, okay, do I have to download some sketchy software for this? And the answer, thankfully, is no. This is all possible because of a cool technology called Web USB. It's built right into modern browsers like Chrome and Edge, and it lets a trusted web page talk to your controller securely. It's the magic key that makes this whole rescue mission possible, right from your browser.
All right, enough background. It is time. Let's free your controller. Let's get into your rescue mission. I'll walk you through the exact steps to get this done.
Okay, your prep list is super simple. You need a browser that can handle Web USB, so yeah, Chrome or Edge are your best bets. Obviously, you need your controller, and this part is absolutely critical. You need a USB-C cable that can handle data transfer. A lot of the cheap ones are for charging only, and they just will not work for this.
Okay, you're going to want to pay close attention right here. First, find one of those community-hosted tools. A quick search for something like Stadia Bluetooth tool GitHub will get you there. Now, with the controller unplugged, press and hold the Options button. That's the little one with the 3 dots. And while you are still holding it down, plug the USB cable into your computer. This forces it into a special mode, and from there, you literally just follow the simple instructions on your screen. And just like that, you've done it. Seriously, the firmware is flashed, the hard part is totally over. Now let's take a little victory lap and get this thing paired up for some actual gaming.
This is the new magic button combo you need to remember. With the controller off, just press and hold the Y button and the main Stadia button at the same time for about 2 seconds. You'll see the light start pulsing orange. That beautiful orange pulse? That's your signal. It's in pairing mode, ready to connect to your PC, your Android phone, whatever you want.
And there you have it. That piece of plastic that was like moments away from being useless junk is now a fully functional, high-quality, low-latency Bluetooth controller. So, congratulations! You just saved a perfectly good piece of hardware from the landfill.
Oh, and one quick little bonus tip for you. The controller's tandem mode, it still works. That means you can use its USB-C port as a pass-through to plug in another wired controller, which is pretty awesome for some local co-op action. Now, before we wrap this up, I have to give you one final, and I mean absolutely critical, warning.
You've done the rescue, you've saved the controller, but there is one action that can undo all of it, permanently.
I really cannot stress this enough. Whatever you do from this point forward, do not, under any circumstances, try to factory reset your controller. It's a simple action that now has catastrophic consequences.
And you're probably asking, wait, why? A factory reset is usually the first thing you try for troubleshooting. And normally, yeah, you'd be right. But in this one specific case, it's a trap.
So here's exactly what happens. A factory reset, which you do by holding the Stadia button for 10 seconds, it completely wipes that new Bluetooth firmware we just installed. It reverts the controller to its original Wi-Fi mode. Then it will try to phone home to Google servers to get an update, servers that are gone forever. It'll get stuck in a loop, trying to connect to a ghost, and it will effectively brick itself for good.
So as we finish up, it really leaves us with a much bigger question, doesn't it? This whole saga, from a cloud-connected device to a community-rescued piece of hardware, what does it really tell us about what it means to own something when the products we buy are so tied to services that can just vanish overnight? It's definitely something to think about.